What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, let's talk about this, man. George Kambosos. It's looking like that we're nearing an end to all of this saga as to who he's going to fight next. For so long, man, it's been going back and forth in the media as to whether he will fight Lomachenko or whether it will be Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or whoever. Since Kambosos defeated Teofimo Lopez, you know, him and Lou DiBella have kind of shopped themselves out to see who will possibly spend the most money and, you know, agree to fight on their terms in Australia. And Devin Haney has always been a willing participant. Vasyl Lomachenko threw his hat in the ring. Ryan Garcia, all those other guys wanted to crack at George Kambosos. So, you know, after defeating Teofimo Lopez, the world was at his oyster, really. He's the unified champion, got most of the belts. He wants that homecoming in Australia. Makes sense, you know what I mean? After him being the road warrior for so long, he wants to have a homecoming. You can get it, especially with him having all the belts. Well, not all of them, but most of the belts. So, yeah, it looked like it was going to be Devin Haney, then he fluctuated between Lomachenko and whoever, and then it got to a point where it was down between Lomachenko and Haney. You could see Lomachenko was Kambosos' third choice, and with Lomachenko now choosing to stay in Ukraine and defend his country, Devin Haney will be given the chance to fight for the undisputed lightweight championship. And for me, this is what I wanted. This was my first choice. I will appreciate the Lomachenko fight, but for me, it was all about the Devin Haney George Kambosos fight, man. This puts everything to bed. Do you know what I mean? In terms of what the undisputed champion is. These two have been going back and forth for quite a while. And I think that Devin Haney deserves his chance, man. I'll say it again. I really do believe that he deserves his chance. This guy, as I said on the podcast last week, he's put himself in a position where there are not many people out there that want to fight him. And you know, you're going to get some of the fans out there, they're going to say, oh, why would they not want to fight Devin Haney? He brings nothing to the table, blah, blah, blah. First of all, he does bring something to the table. He brings a belt. He brings that to the table. He's undefeated. He has an undefeated record. And, you know, if he's that beatable, then you should try go someone beat him. Do you know what I mean? And George Kambosos, to be fair, you can't call him a coward because, you know, look at some of the guys that he's been in the ring with. But it was disappointing to me that he was overlooking Haney for Lomachenko. But it appears now that he's kind of having to go down that route after Lomachenko has chosen to stay in Ukraine. So maybe, you know, after these two get it on, the winner could fight Lomachenko. I mean, Devin Haney was calling for that Lomachenko fight for a long time, didn't get it. The WBC then elevated Lomachenko to franchise champion when he did have the belt. And that is pretty much where all this mess has come from with the WBC and their shenanigans. Do you know what I mean? Because there's all this debate about who should be undisputed and whether George Kambosos is undisputed or not. He's not. At the end of the day, Devin Haney is the WBC champion. George Kambosos has all the other belts, but this will finally get put to bed when these two meet in Australia. I think it will be taking place on June the 5th. So yeah, a few months away, but great if we can get that in the diary, get that confirmed. It's a big fight. One that Devin Haney, man, is really going to have to win and win well, because he's not going to get any favours over there in Australia against George Kambosos. That's one thing. But I'm sure he's aware of that, and I'm sure he'll be training his ass off for this fight. But it's a very good fight in the meantime, man, and one that I'm looking forward to seeing. I think that it had the potential to be a very, very good fight between these two guys, man. Both guys can bring it. Devin Haney, I love watching him fight. But Kambosos, man, you see the sort of heart, the tenacity, and, you know, the boxing skill. You know, let's not write off his skill, man. He's got a lot of skill as well. This will be a great fight. And I'd rather see that between these two young guys than maybe the winner could fight Lomachenko afterwards. But, you know, for me, Lomachenko's had his time, and he's been the champion. He lost it. Devin Haney wants to fight for all the belts. Let him fight for it, man. He's been calling it for so long, and now's the opportunity for him to do that. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. Undisputed lightweight championship will be on the line. Great fight. June the 5th. Not all confirmed yet, but it's looking like that's where it's going to go, man. So let me know your thoughts on this news. What fight did you prefer? Did you prefer Kambosos against Lomachenko, or did you prefer Kambosos against Devin Haney? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.